What's up guys, in this video, I'm gonna talk about the 5 things that I wish I knew before starting a blog. I started my current blog, learnhowblogging.com, in April of 2018. So as of filming this video, it actually hasn't even been a year yet since I started that blog. And the main reason why I started that blog is I used to blog on learnhowgroup.com, but I found myself all over the map. I had no focus. I had no niche, no goal. I didn't know what I was doing. So that leads me into the first thing that I wish I knew before starting a blog. And that is focus on a niche. I know that a lot of people out there are blogging about, lifestyle blogs. They're blogging about all sorts of different topics. They're covering all sorts of different things. But what I learned early on in blogging is that the more focused your niche is, the easier it is to build an audience. Because you have to think about it this way. When someone comes and lands on your blog or website, they want to easily be able to know, A, is this for me? B, is this something I want to come back and see? And if they land on your blog and there's all sorts of stuff, let's say they go to your blog articles and there's a blog article about your trip to Disneyland, then the next blog article is about you baking a birthday cake, and then the next one is about 10 tips to saving money, then it's just like, wait, what is this blog about? It's just like random stuff about a person's life. Now that's great if you're blogging, for fun, or let's say you're blogging because you just want to share stuff with your family members. That's great. But if you are blogging for a business, you're trying to build an online business, focus on a niche as best you can so that when people come to your website, when Google comes to your website, they know, wow, this blog is about this topic. I'm going to show this in the search results to people looking for this. You need to start to build some authority in a specific niche. It's going to help you rank in SEO. It's going to help you even trend more on social media if you can focus on a niche. The second thing I wish I knew before starting a blog is to find a good hosting provider. Starting off with a good hosting provider from the beginning is going to be very beneficial for you. Now, you don't need to start out with a really expensive plan. You don't need to start out with cloud hosting or a dedicated server. You can start out with a basic WordPress plan when you're getting your blog started. But starting with a good web host from day one is going to save you a big headache down the road. I recently actually ran into this headache where I needed to switch my website to a new hosting provider. This is a very technical thing to do. It's actually more technical than I wanted to take on, so I hired it out to someone else to take on the project, but it's just a big headache that you don't want to go through. It's also going to give you a lot better performance from day one. So if you choose a good hosting provider from the beginning, you're going to have better performance and better results from your blog from the very beginning. The third thing that I wish I knew before starting a blog is that Google search traffic is not easy. I would also put, this is like SEO. Getting in the Google search rankings is very, very challenging. I thought when I started my blog that, I would write some blog articles and then, people would type in Google search and my blog article would pop up there in the search results. It is not that easy. There is a lot that goes into SEO to get your blog to appear in the search results. And that's a big reason why so many bloggers that I talk to who are asking me, Andy, I'm not getting traffic from Google. Why is that? I go to their blog. They've been blogging for a year, 6 months, 2 years, and they have very little or no domain authority. Meaning Google looks at their blog and says, I don't really trust you. You don't have any links. You don't have any authority. I'm not going to show you in the search results. So it is very challenging to boost your way up in the Google search results. However, what you need to know before starting your blog is that you need to start from day one with SEO in mind. You have to do your keyword research from the beginning. You may not get the search results you want from day one, but you need to start off on the right foot because all those blog posts you write at the beginning in the first couple months, if you do those with SEO in mind, then 6 months, a year down the road, those blog articles will start to pick up in the search engine. But if you don't do that from the beginning and you're just randomly blogging with no strategy in mind, you're never going to get picked up by Google and you're never going to get any Google search traffic. The fourth thing I wish I knew before starting a blog is that it takes a lot of patience, okay? It takes a lot of patience to grow a blog. There's a big misconception out there that, bloggers make money. I'm gonna go out there, start a blog, I'm gonna get thousands of visitors and make tons of money, quit my job and retire. It is not that simple. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency, and a lot of patience to find success blogging. Like I said, with my most recent blog, learnhowblogging.com, it hasn't even been a year yet. And I'm just now, after, let's say 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, I'm just now starting to really get some traffic momentum. So that's, 9, 10 months of blogging with like very little search traffic from Google, not a whole lot of traffic. I mean, I'm getting good traffic from Instagram and Pinterest and other platforms, but it's a slow and steady grind. You have to be patient. When you start your blog, I challenge you to commit to long term. Commit to 3 years, commit to 5 years and say, you know what, I'm gonna start this blog. I'm gonna do it for 3 years, no matter what my or my traffic results are. I don't care if I'm getting 5 visitors a month, I'm going to blog every week for 3 years, or I'm gonna blog every week for 5 years. Commit to it, commit to yourself, invest in yourself. And I promise you that if you do that, if you commit to the long term and you are consistent, you will find success. I believe that from the bottom of my heart. I don't care how skilled you are technically. If you commit to those two things, consistency and being patient, you will find success blogging in any niche. I don't care how competitive your niche is, you will find a way to get it done and it will happen for you. The fifth and final thing that I wish I knew before starting my blog, which is kind of like a tip, I would say invest early, grow early. This is something that I think so many new bloggers make this mistake. They think they want to start a business blogging, meaning they want to blog because they want to make an income of some sort. They want to quit their job, they want to make a side income, passive income, whatever you want to call it. But they think with so little, they just have such a small concept of like the magnitude of what they're doing. So they're scared to invest in their business. They're scared to invest in their blog. They're scared to invest in the tools and resources they need to be successful from the beginning. If you invest in your blog from day one, and I'm not just saying investing like WordPress self-hosted, that's fine. That's like $50 a year. That's like $4 a month. That's nothing. Like skip a cheeseburger for lunch and you got that covered. I'm talking about investing in like keyword research tools, investing in social media tools, investing maybe in marketing, investing in SEO, spending money to help your blog have the best chance of success early on. I can tell you this, the more you're willing to invest early on, the faster you will grow. If you want to not spend a single dollar and you just want to blog, that's great. You'll grow, but it will take a lot longer. It might take 5 years before you're actually starting to make some legitimate money. But if you're willing to invest early on in tools and resources and other software and things, you'll start to make money faster. I talk all about this on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm always showing behind the scenes of how much money I'm spending on my business. I'm up to now almost spending like $1,000 per month on my business, investing into my business. All that expense is covered by the money I make from my blog. So as I make more money, I spend more money because that helps my blog grow faster. And then I'm able to make more money faster. You have to think about this with a business mindset. If you're not willing to invest in your business, it's not going to grow the way you want it to grow, okay? Your actions need to match your ambitions. If you have high ambitions, you need to match that with your actions. Put your money where your mouth is. That's a saying that everyone says, put your money where your mouth is. All right, those are the 5 things that I wish I knew before starting a blog. To review them, focus on a niche. The more focused you can be early on, the better success you'll have early on. Pick a good hosting provider from the beginning. It's going to save you a big headache from trying to transfer your website down the road once you realize, wow, I actually need a better hosting provider. You might be tempted to go with the cheapest from the beginning, but trust me, even an extra $1 or $2, whatever it takes to get the best hosting provider is going to be worth it. I've actually got a free course to help you learn how to start a blog with the best hosting provider for beginners and for long-term success blogging. I talk to all sorts of people on the inside team. I've talked to all sorts of other professional bloggers. I've talked to all sorts of other just random normal bloggers. My personal experiences, I've done the research. This is the best way to start a WordPress blog. Number 3, Google search traffic is not easy. Just because you're blogging does not mean people are going to find you on Google. It takes SEO, search engine optimization, in mind from the beginning. Do your keyword research, do your off-page SEO from the beginning, and you will thank yourself a year down the road. Number 4, it takes a lot of patience. You have to commit to the long term. Commit to 3 years, commit to 5 years, commit and be consistent, and you will find success. And number 5, invest early, grow early. The more you're able or willing to invest in your blog from day one, the faster you will grow. I talk all about tools, resources, how I'm spending money to build my online business on this channel, on my Instagram, on my blog. So go check out some of those resources to learn how you can invest in the tools you need to give yourself the best chance of success. All right, guys, I'm Andy. You're watching Learn How. I help people learn how to use technology to build an online business and create a life of freedom. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're checking out, like I said, some of our other content. We've got some really cool upcoming videos for you on the channel. We'll see you next time.